Hello, welcome to Rabbit Money again.
Hi. So how are you, Bharat?
I'm all right. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, thank you.
All
So
right.
I think we did a preview of the U.S. election market impacts last time. Now I think
We were right
Trump
on the
has
we we
won,
we were right on VIX.
right? Of course, yes,
We
definitely.
we predicted
We
we
were
we predicted making 10 to 15%. The trade made 25%.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, today is, I think we have discussed, global markets in general in the past,
Right.
and also. But let's discuss a very interesting thing that has happened.
Right.
Um, the Bitcoin surge, as while we are speaking, it's touching 84K.
Right.
Um, do you think it's a Trump effect,
Well,
or
I don't see any other cause, but
other way?
let's see.
Hmm,
Uh, it could be. It could be.
right. So
We don't know. I mean, most people who speculate on why markets did what they did ultimately speculate. So uh, none
right,
of
right,
none of us know why the markets
correct.
did what they did. But mathematically speaking, we can use a mechanism called maximum likelihood estimation of the cause. So
Right. Yeah, that's true. See, I mean, I don't know because the previous governments were not that bad in terms of supporting the, in fact, they were the one who introduced the, Bitcoin ETFs, right?
right,
This one. So, given that scenario, uh, maybe, I mean, I mean, just thinking it's thinking on the hindsight, uh, even if Kamala had come, right?
right.
We would have seen some kind of a surge. I don't know exactly the proportion, whether would it have been this much or, my
Maybe
take is it would have to some extent, but I don't know the
maybe
proportion. Yeah,
maybe it's just that the uncertainty got over and that's it, right?
right. Yeah, yeah.
So that could have been one of the reasons. I mean, on
Yes.
balance, Republicans are more free market friendly historically. I
Mm,
mean, that
mm, mm.
past is not a guarantee of the future, but
Right. Yeah,
historically it's been that way. Uh,
right.
so that could be a reason. Second reason could be that, Trump's talking about income tax reduction, serious stuff, right?
Mm,
And that's inflationary, right?
right.
And inflation hedges like Bitcoin and cryptos do well.
Right. Right.
But surprisingly, that's not reflected on gold, which is also an inflation hedge. So
True. Yeah. Yeah.
so to me, it looks like a massive risk on period. Uh, you know, so it's that's all I can say. I mean, it's pointless to analyze it too much further. Uh,
Right.
and secondly, this is not a presidential matter. This is
Mm,
this is about the Congress, the Senate, the House of Reps, right? And Republicans are controlling both, so that could be a reason. But I mean, the president himself's got much less to do with it, right? Again,
right.
like we discussed, uh, Truth Social is more closely related to the president than Bitcoin. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We will take that in a bit. So, I mean, you made a very interesting point that, about the uncertainty. In fact, the most important point that drives the crypto markets is the regulatory uncertainty. This is one of the biggest thing. So, given that, like you said, the degree of uncertainty has come down after the post-election, and there has been some amount of traction earlier from the earlier government as well
Right.
to and it was encouraging. It was more encouraging, and we could see a lot of institutional involvement, right, which is
Right.
also a plus point. And given the fact, there are a lot of global events, economic events that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. rate cuts, for example. You know, yeah, we saw the tensions in the Iran and Israel, the war impact. There are many things that's going on globally, and the investors are seeing cryptos as another alternative investment option. Okay, and that's kind of another aspect to look at. And with the ETFs, it's very encouraging too, right? However, if you look at the ETFs, it was predominantly more on BTC, Bitcoin, okay, not the other
Right.
cryptos. If
Right.
you look at it post-election,
Mm-hmm.
um, we could see a surge in most of the crypto
Right.
major coins. So even the altcoins, for example, have surged a bit.
Right.
The ETH have surged. The other altcoins like they have also done pretty well.
Right.
So yeah, so I think there is some kind of the forces all coming together. It's a good news for crypto market, crypto investors, though. Anyway.
Right. It's good news. But like I said, we don't know what the real reason is, or maybe there's no reason. It's just
Eh,
a random walk down crypto street. So
eh,
that's possible. Everything's possible.
hmm,
Yep. So any final
yeah,
thoughts?
because um,
Okay, is it a good idea to buy
this
Bitcoin right now or not? Or, would you bet on this continuing, or would you think this is overvalued in the short term?
I would wait for some time, right?
Okay.
But I'm more on a long right now. Uh, it's looking good, right?
Okay.
Given that scenario, and I think there is still potential for Bitcoin at least to grow. I think my take is it might touch even 100K. In the
That's possible. I mean,
next
it
couple
might.
of months.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's all a function of money supply and expectation of money supply. I mean, expectation of interest rates and stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. Given that there is a global inflation across, uh, it's a good hedge,
No,
and we have
but my
seen that trend already.
my sense is, given that the economic data is strong from the US, right? The latest quarterly GDP growth was about 2.8%,
Hmm.
all right, which is pretty healthy. So given that, I mean, I'm getting a feeling that the Fed may not be in a hurry to cut rates, right? I mean, they still will, but it might take a longer time than previously expected.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Yeah.
So I would temper my expectations of a low interest rate regime in the ultra short term. So and if you look at the Bitcoin mining cost again, the price of Bitcoin doesn't look cheap. So I would wait too. I mean,
Mm.
so I will not do business with Mr. Market today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So, what is your take on how is it going to pan out next couple of um, months?
well, next couple of months, very very short term to predict, and in the long term we're dead anyway. So
Right. That's a good point. And in the long term, we are all dead. So,
Right.
of course, the opportunity lies in the short term. So, uh, do you see? I mean,
Well,
of
I
course,
mean,
given the cryptos have already given us enough opportunity in terms of
right.
the volatility. If you manage the volatility well, there is enough opportunity. Given that the markets are inefficient, I think there is a good room to kind of make some money there.
Right. So right now, I would just play maybe intraday longs and stuff. Uh,
Mm.
that I mean, that's more from a trading perspective, and I would
Right.
I would not buy or sell from an investment perspective at the moment. I would,
Yeah, same thing. I agree with you on that. Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
So uh, I think the major coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other, the top 10 coins pretty much represents the crypto market, right?
All
I don't
right.
think so. We need to discuss beyond those things because it's a good sample representative of the cryptos. And
Right.
we have seen that it's not just Bitcoin; it's the entire bundle of the top coins that we're looking at has increased.
Yeah, so it looks
So,
like a broad risk on. Whether you look at
right,
Nasdaq or S&P or Shanghai
right,
or Bitcoin, right? It looks like largely across the board, or even Europe, right?
hmm,
European equity markets.
right,
It
right,
looks like it largely looks like a risk on. However, again,
hmm,
the European currencies are not doing well. But
hmm,
that could be because of Trump's dollar hawkishness. We don't know.
hmm,
I mean, anyway, the European
right,
currencies are dollar convertible, so the hawkishness shouldn't matter ideally. So
right,
I don't know.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
So,
it's mixed signals.
right,
Like
right. Yeah.
like Gordon Gekko's rival going off the cliff and Gordon Gekko's Maserati. So
Right. Absolutely. So you see, there is one other interesting point, in terms of a
hmm
lot of people talk about the intrinsic value of cryptos per se, right?
sure.
Um, uh, if you look at it that way,
hmm
uh, in fact, the even the stock market for a lot of I mean, we could name a couple of companies, I think, which it's purely speculative, right? It's not there is no, I don't know if it's has any intrinsic value.
Yeah,
So,
like
uh,
Truth Social with Trump as brand ambassador and users thinking it's a
yeah,
social media company in stealth mode and hence not being aware of the brand. So
right. So do you bet on that?
no, I think social as a theme is done. So
Mm,
Meta
mm,
might do well, might not do well in 5 years' time, we don't know. But
right.
would any other social media company come up and take the place of Meta? I don't think so.
Correct. No, that's true. That's true. That's true. Right. Unless the things move towards the Web3. I mean,
Right. So
the
Web3
transition
metaverse.
and
No, again,
yes, exactly.
Meta is the best place to do that. So
Correct.
I'm not seeing Truth Social or X or some other company replacing
Taking
Meta.
over that. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, agreed.
So I'm
That.
saying you can bet on Meta or you may not bet on Meta. But
Mm,
would you bet on a different social media company? The answer to that in my book is no.
mm, right.
I might still not bet on Meta, but I would definitely
Right.
not bet on other social media companies. So
Yeah. No, no, fair enough. Right. So I think I would rather bet on Bitcoin than the other social media company. So it's that plain as simple as that. So
Well, Truth Social
um,
has compelling advantages. The brand ambassador, for instance, and the brand ambassador
right,
might even uh, give a federal guarantee. Who knows? So,
maybe, yeah,
like like
right,
like an FDIC on Truth Social. So,
right, yeah, yeah, yeah. In those lines, maybe we might think about it. Yeah, why not? So, right. Okay. Anything else? Bharat, I think we have covered pretty much on how it is panned out and where it is, because the crypto market is very highly volatile and speculative, and there are many factors to play in. And I think uh, we don't have enough things to even exactly pinpoint where it's going to go.
right.
But where it is today is very interesting. So
Yep.
um, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Happy
Okay
trading.
then.
Happy
Yeah.
investing.
Right. Please share, like, and subscribe
Please comment,
our channel and comment. Yeah, yeah, very important. Yeah,
and we will try and answer to most of them
yeah.
because
Have a good day.
yeah.